Whoa, that's a big one. That's a big scalp. That's a big win. Defeating Lazio 3-1 at home. I was skeptical because, traditionally Inter do bomb their chances like this. That is the chance to go first, go to the summit. But, stay grounded. Stay grounded. It's very nice to be going into the derby in first position. I think that's important. There's nowhere you'd rather be than going into this game on top of your rival, knowing that a win could start to put a little bit of daylight. They are coming off a fixture in Belgrade midweek, which could play a huge part. We'll see what happens there. But in regards to the win against Lazio, I've just finished watching the replay. I had to wait it out after work, and we were actually pretty good. But so were Lazio. It was actually a really high-quality game of football. I think looking back on it, it'll be one of the better matches in Serie A this season, to be honest. So, yeah, I'm really happy. I think everybody performed well. I think, some of our regular big stars like Hakimi and Barella were a little bit quiet, probably because they were marked out of the game well, but a lot of other players saw that as their opportunity, and they took their opportunity. I thought Brozovic was quite complacent. I thought Eriksen was very good. He was made to do a lot more than he usually would, and I think he stepped it up, and I noticed that he was the first Inter player to press within the first 2 minutes on the goalkeeper, and from there he never really stopped. So good for him. A very, very big game for him, and he'll know it, even though he didn't score, obviously, and didn't get an assist. That is irrelevant to the fact that he was a key member today in the side, and it's so good to see. Today was like the real birth of Christian Eriksen in a way, and Conte even confirmed it after the game, where he said that he's no longer afraid to trust him. He's no longer, looking at it from a doubtful point of view. That's fantastic to hear. That's music to everybody's ears, isn't it? Besides that, there's not too much to say. The defense, once again, was fantastic. The only reason we concede is off an unlucky deflection. And Lukaku's effort and Lukaku's run, assist, and contribution for the third goal for Lautaro to get in. That's just phenomenal stuff. That's just like sheer strength and physicality and athleticism that you just don't get in many players, if any players in the world. So, once again, Lukaku showing that we're lucky to have him in the side, in my opinion. Lautaro, very good for him to get his confidence up with that goal. And even Perisic turned out a fantastic performance. But for me, the man of the match has to be Milan Skriniar, to be honest. I think he was just a brick wall, a colossus. Antonio Conte is starting to prove that his decisions in man management might not have been as detrimental or might not have been as poor as some of our fans, including myself, would have thought at the start of the season, freezing out Skriniar for a fair few games, especially last season as well. Christian Eriksen's late arrival to the squad, especially contribution-wise, it's kind of all makes sense now. But I don't want to say it too soon. But this is our best and biggest victory since, we scalped Juventus. So we go into the derby next, It's all eyes on this one competition. We ain't got anything else. So I'm trying to stay as grounded as possible because the hype's worn off a little bit from the result this morning, and we've got a lot of games to come. Too many games to come. After Milan, the fixture list gets a little easier. But, let's just focus on the derby. So this victory tonight, it gives us that buffer of being on top on our own by a point. I don't think a draw is a good result against Milan. They are there for the taking. They are wounded, and they are going to be wounded even further after they play a pretty hyped up Red Star Belgrade. So, I'll check in for the derby. Thank you very much. 3 points. Forza Inter, worldwide.